guys!
Hey guys, sorry that there was no video yesterday. I had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
I tore my esophagus. Yeah.
It's fun. Oh, by the way, this is the Daily Poop with Hunter and Brian.
Yeah, this is the Daily Poop. I just want to start off with the movies that I got from my collection on Saturday at Best Buy. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's the Rob Zombie 3-disc collector set. It has House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects, and it also comes with a 30 Days of Hell making of Devil's Rejects. It's a really good collection, especially if you like.
Yeah.
So, if you like Rob Zombie movies, it's a really good set. I personally am like a big fan of House of a Thousand Corpses, and I thought The Devil's Rejects was a really good sequel. 30 Days in Hell thing is really cool. It's like over 2 hours of the making of The Devil's Rejects. And I definitely would recommend, if you want to be a filmmaker, that you should watch that. It has a lot of insightfulness on the business. So, yeah, that's just how I wanted to start off things. I definitely would recommend buying this. It was $20 at Best Buy, so it's definitely worth the money.
Rob Zombie's a really good director. And, yeah, we could go into it, but let's not.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about movies that scared us when we were little. We kind of got the idea of this from Cool Duder.
Yeah. And if you're watching this, we like you, Cool Duder. Be our friends.
Hey, Sean and MJ, please befriend us. We're friends with you on YouTube. We're friends with your brother, too, so you know.
Yeah, that's weird.
But not MJ.
Not MJ.
Anyway, do you want to start off with maybe?
Should we just do like I say one and you say one? Okay, so probably the first movie that really scared me bad was when I was 6 or 7. I watched the first Scream movie, and like those movies are pretty hardcore even compared to some movies that are out right now. And like as a child, I was like a wimp when it came to scary stuff. Like I was scared of everything. I'm pretty much just like a Disney kid who watches. I still watch Disney movies all the time and everything. But I like horror movies still. I'm not really sure when I started getting used to them, but yeah, Scream was just one that really scared me when I was younger, and you know that was like the first movie that I was exposed to that had like really hardcore murder in and everything. Yeah.
For me, I'm kind of the same way. I was really scared as a kid. I wasn't allowed to watch horror movies until like a couple years ago. The first one that I remember that like really scared me that was a horror movie was a movie called Pulse. I don't know why it scared me. It's just like a ghost movie. But for some reason those ghosts really got to me, and I actually cried and had to turn it off. But that one was pretty creepy. It has, I think it was that one chick that was from Veronica Mars.
Some Asian people.
Yeah, but yeah, that one really got me.
One movie that like, well, it wasn't really the movie that always scared me, but there's this one part in Nightmare Before Christmas that every time I watched it, like I've always loved that movie, but it just scared the crap out of me, and for no real reason whatsoever. It's like the opening scene where like they're fading in and everything, and it shows that pumpkin and like the jack-o'-lantern that's like he's like a scarecrow or whatever. I don't know why, but that was just something that really scared me, and like I was scared of pumpkins as a little kid because of that. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, but
another movie that scared me, well, there was a movie poster that scared me, because I've always been a huge fan of movies, and a movie poster that really scared me was the Jason X poster with the knife and the mask with the girl's reflection in it. It looks a lot like Shannon Elizabeth from American Pie, but yeah, that one really scared me. It was always there. It kind of like haunted me in a way. But, oh crap, maybe I can say.
Want me to say what I think?
Yeah, you can say what you say.
Okay, one movie that like, it's not just that I watched it that really scared me, like it still scares me today to the point where I won't watch it. Like I'm that superstitious about it, even though I've seen it like 3 times, it scares the crap out of me every time I watch it. And that is the first Ring movie. Like, I watched that when it first came out when I was, like, 10. And, like, that was, up until then, I hadn't seen any horror movies except for Scream and I Know You Did Last Summer. and that was just super scary to me. Like, every day up until, like, the week after watching that movie, like, if you don't know the story of the movie, what happens is they get this videotape, and you watch it, and it, like, shows this girl's death, and then 7 days after you watch it, the girl will come out of your TV and kill you, and, like, I don't know, just, like, after watching that movie every day after it, I was scared that I was going to die on the 7th day, and just, like, that time, just thinking about it, just scarred me so bad that, like, even now I'll be paranoid for a couple days. Like, I know it's not going to happen, but it's just something that, like, I don't know, it's just bad. Like,
the movie I was going to say is called 13 Ghosts. That one really scared me too. I don't know why. It's not even a scary movie, but I liked it a lot. It was one of the movies that got me into horror. But I don't know. Just those ghosts are kind of creepy. Like, that kid on the scooter scared me. Just kidding. But that I don't know. That movie just got to me for some reason. It's the uncle or whatever from Spy Kids.
that guy. Monk. What's the uncle?
What is he?
Was he in Spy Kids?
Yeah.
I can't remember what he plays in Spy Kids. Isn't it Uncle Machete?
They have Machete.
Okay.
They have the guy. They have Cheech or Tom. Cheech. Yeah.
I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head.
No.
One movie that, like, I wasn't a kid when I watched it, but it scared me really bad was the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And, enough said, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't know, like, I was pretty much a wuss. I'm not even sure when horror movies stopped bothering me, but, like, up until probably, like, my 7th grade year, which was, like, one year before I got in high school or something like that, I watched it, and it just scared the crap out of me, so, yeah. Just, like, all the scenes in that, like, every single murder and death in that is, like, really brutal, so that might have been it.
Yeah. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that one kind of scared me, too. Also, the original Willy Wonka, the part on the boat, that really got me. That was pretty creepy. And, Nightmare on Elm Street, the original one, that scared me a little bit. I was a little bit afraid to go to bed that night.
Was the first time you watched that at my house?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first time I watched it, too. Watched it together.
Where was going?
With the kittens?
I don't know. Like the normal ones too, like Jaws. That one. I just watched that one recently, but like people told me about it when I was little, and they scared the crap out of me. Stories of it, which they were stories that aren't even in the movie, so I don't know what that kid was talking about, but yeah.
Another thing that really scared me as a kid was, like, for my 5th or 6th birthday, I think, maybe I was even younger than that, we went to, like, Chuck E. Cheese or something for my birthday, and I got all those tickets and whatnot, and I had so many, I was so excited, and I was like, what should I go get? And I ran over to the place where you exchanged the tickets for prizes, and I was just, shut up. And I was just looking at all the prizes, and one thing I saw was Goosebumps toys. It was like a little pack, and it came with the rings and stuff. I was like, that is so cool, and I bought them. And like one was a little mummy, and one was a vampire. And I thought they were so cool until it got dark outside. And then they just scared the crap out of me. Like, I couldn't even look at them. I, like, put them on the top shelf in my closet, and I forgot about them for like 2 years. And then, like, I was just going through there, and I found them again. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it was like right before Christmas, so I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I want Goosebumps toys for Christmas. And I got a couple books and, like, a whole bunch of toys. Like, there were some pretty creepy ones. Like, they weren't even, like, action figures or whatever. They were, like, toys that would talk to you. Like, there was a big skull, and you'd press a button, and it started talking to you. And I thought they were super, like, cool and awesome and everything until it got dark again. And then they scared me again. And, like, they've just been popping up randomly ever since then. Like, I found them in a box, like, a couple of months ago. And they don't scare me anymore, but I thought that was kind of neat. Yeah. Should we just talk about scary experiences now? That's kind of fun. 1 year for Halloween, I wanted to be the Grim Reaper. It was when I was like 2 or 3, I think. Yes, I remember this far back. Seriously, I have some weird memories from back then. But,
I just want to be the Grim Reaper too.
Dude, I was Satan for my second Halloween. There's pictures of me. My first Halloween, I was like a mummy or something. I was like, Mom, I want to be the devil. Then I've been a zombie like 4 times. But, yeah, one time, like, because I used to really be in the show, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and I just wanted to be Grim, so my mom, she went to Walmart, and all she found was the Scream costume. This was before I'd seen Scream, and I loved that, so I loved the costume. And then a couple years later, after I'd seen Scream, I was going through my closet, and it was up on the top shelf, and, like, I grabbed something wrong, because stuff just started falling, and that costume just happened to fall in the perfect right way, and it's like, because, like, it had such a creepy face, it was like, and, like, it just fell at me, and, you know, you can guess what happened from there. Cops got involved. Getting out of a tree ladder. Yeah. Oh, Marie.
It cost me $28.99.
Mine wasn't.
Yeah, I used to be afraid of pretty much everything. My mom used to have to walk to the bathroom with me, and she almost took me to a mental hospital because I was so afraid of everything.
You've been to a mental hospital, haven't you?
Well, one time I got lost, and it was in the snow at
Oh, gosh.
yeah, that was pretty traumatic.
Being lost.
Sled had to save me.
Being lost, like, the scariest thing when you're a kid. Like, I remember when I was younger, we were in Walmart or something. Like, I was looking at Legos, and, like, I was such a short kid. I'm still short now, but I was, like, 2 feet tall until, like, middle school. And, like, I was just looking up at all the shelves and everything, taking in all the wonders of the toys. And I was following around this pair of legs that looked like my mom. Like, no joke. I turned to her, because, like, I was like, Mom, I've already been in this aisle. Like, I walked over and I tapped her on the leg, and I said that, and I was like, and, like, my family just ditched me. They're over in, like, Tupperware, and I'm just running around screaming for, like, cat food. Like, it's not funny. Like, at the time, I was like, oh, my God. And then, like, a couple years later, me and my sister, we were at Walmart in Salem, and, okay, Salem, Oregon, it's like 100 miles away from where we live. We were visiting our grandma, and my sister got lost, and I got lost, and we found each other, but we couldn't find our grandma. And we're just walking around like, should we go to security? No, they look scary. I hear they take us to a room and call our parents. I don't know our phone number. Like, these are the things we were discussing, and then she found us. Yeah.
But yeah, I can't really think of any other scary things that happened to me.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, I found a dead mouse in my room, like, last year, and I'm horrified of mice and snakes. So I picked this little thing up, and it was a mouse. And I threw that thing so far. I can't hear it. Stop!
We should keep talking out and shut this.
But, yeah, that was pretty scary.
It's the kitten!
In my room.
Stop it! Oh, you gonna do that with me?
Isn't that weird? You sound like you're
This little son of a bitch is causing trouble. Yeah, there. This is a kitten, if you haven't seen one before. They're adorable, but this one's a little asshole. Hey.
Can you think of any other scary things?
Oh, no. We're playing Truth or Dare, and I had to play 7 Minutes of Heaven, and I was scared of the dark. And I'm just kidding. It's such an awkward story. We were in the closet, and I could not stop screaming, and the door would not open for 7 minutes.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Continue to subscribe and everything.
This has been Hunter and Brian with the Daily Poop with our special guest, Kitty Cat. Where's Wolfie?
I don't know.
You want to say something?
We have a dog named Whoopi Goldberg.
What's this?
That's somewhere. Wolfie. I said Wolfie. Whoopi.
Wolfie!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Anyway, thanks, guys. Keep subscribing and everything. We have 5 subscribers, which is awesome. I've never had that many on the channel, so.
Yeah, neither have I. Like, and that just really raises our spirits up that people actually want to watch us. Like, that's amazing. Even if it's just 5 people, you know.
Yeah. And I think your video has like 50 views on it. So.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, well.
Who wants to see me with holes in my head? Hey, kitty.
Yeah, well, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
See you later.